Well, Al Sharpton wants to know where the NRA has been regarding the police shooting deaths of Alton Sterling and Philando Castile.
Both of them were killed by police based on they had guns. Now, I miss the NRA coming out defending their gun rights that they legally have. Where is the NRA now? Where is Wayne Pierre now? Do you have a Second Amendment right, or did you not get down, Mr. Pierre, to the 14th, 15th, and 16th Amendment? Maybe you mean the Second Amendment are for whites only.
Is this just the latest in Sharpton's race-baiting tactics? Well, let's turn.
As I watched Philando Castile dying in that car, I watched myself die, and it evoked every emotion in my body. I didn't want to ask questions. I didn't care what happened before the video started recording. All I knew was that I was watching a man struggle for his life and then die in front of his family and the entire world. But as a lawyer, I've learned to wait for all the evidence before rushing to judgment, because emotions can blind you and rob you of impartiality. However, the shit I'm seeing in the mainstream media on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter about how the NRA doesn't care about black gun owners because they haven't said anything about Philando is so disingenuous, it's sad. Philando Castile was a 32-year-old black man with a concealed carry license who was stopped for a broken taillight. I'm a 32-year-old black man with a concealed carry license, and I was stopped 2 weeks ago. The NRA doesn't need to make a statement about Philando because they gave him his own show. I've been fighting for gun rights under the NRA brand for years. Y'all just got here. Before I arrived, you said the NRA doesn't have a large black membership because they don't try to reach out to black people. But when the NRA makes me an NRA commentator, socially inept morons like Russell Simmons move the goalposts and say, oh, but we don't believe you. Coleon Noir, you're just being used. Then I got my own show under the NRA brand, where I had countless black people, gay people, hippies, whites, Mexicans, Asians, you name it, but still you deflect again and say, now the NRA is just pandering, and call me a coon and Uncle Tom when I'm fighting for the same damn rights that Martin Luther King, Huey P. Newton, and Malcolm X fought for. If any organization acts in a racist manner towards my gun rights, it's you, the national news media. You call the NRA racist, while in the same breath telling blacks like me that we shouldn't own guns because we can't be trusted to not just kill each other. Name one thing the NRA does to make it harder for black people to access their Second Amendment rights. Go ahead, name one. You can't, because unlike you, the NRA actually fights for my rights. Just like it fought for Shaneen Allen, Josephine Byrd, Otis McDonald, all of them. But no one knows who I'm talking about because you ignored those stories the same way you try to ignore me now. The Democratic Party invented gun control after slavery to keep guns out of the hands of black people, and they haven't stopped since. But you don't tell that story either. Then you have the ultimate troller, Don Lemon, attacking Mark Hughes, the young black man who exercised his right to open carry a rifle at the Dallas protest rally for the victimization of black people, asking why he would want those rights. You people fan the flames of racism to sell this tension to your sponsors, and then you can't figure out why black people all over America are legally arming up? And you do everything you can to ignore that story. And by the way, where are the facts on Philando Castile's death? Instead of calling NRA racist for not commenting on it, how about you do your job and go find the facts so we can actually have a rational, honest dialogue in this country? Oh wait, that doesn't help you sell ad space though. This is sad, man. You want this division. You need the hate. You need a villain. Where were you over the 4th in Chicago when 4 people died and 51 were wounded? Nowhere, because that story was utterly predictable. Everyone in the city knew people would die that weekend. The only question was the numbers. How many innocent black people would be alive today if we applied the same level of justice to inner city hellholes that we demand in our lily white suburbs? No one knows. And that must be the way you cowards in the media want it.